Hello everyone, this is 909 Korea here, and welcome back to some more Piggy. In this video, I'll go over the second chapter, the station. I'll go over all the items and where they spawn, and then show a one round from start to finish. But before doing any of that, I want to quickly clear up something. So remember before, in the previous Piggy video, I said the hammer and wrench are both escape items and unlocking items. Well, I'm going to decide to just call them hybrid items and make an entirely new type of item, instead of putting them on two separate groups. So now we have 4 types of items: unlocking items, escape items, hybrid items, and miscellaneous. There might be one more, but this intro is getting a little too long as it should. So let's get straight into Chapter 2, the station.
Hello? Is anyone here at the station?
Attention! A monster is in the station. Get to the garage, now.
Another monster? I need to go get to the garage.
Indeed you do. Welcome to the station, second chapter. Where you spawn is in this lobby area with a front desk, and this is where that cutscene played. In the station there's 3 floors, but the funny thing is, both the first floor and underground only have one major room for them. So I could do the floor system, but this is more of a circle type of map. We're going one way and keep going around and around, and eventually you get into this room. So let's go over all these areas then. First of all, we have the lobby, and this is where you spawn. If we go clockwise, we'll go over here, and you can see a laser gate where you can go straight up to the first floor if we deactivate it. And of course, touching the laser gate means death. But walking right past it, you can go into this cafeteria area. Then, past this doorway is the cell area, where the criminals supposed to be held, but they seem to all escape. Maybe because there's an infection going on, I don't know. If we go downstairs, you can see there's this shower room. Open this door, and we have like this sewer system. And this green stuff is actually acid, so best not to go in it. But to get across, we need to cross this plank. And then down this hallway is the escape door, but on our right we have this storage area, as I like to call it, as there's a chance of getting nearly up to 4 items in this room up these stairs. And there's the escape door, and it has 2 planks, electrical lock, and a white lock. So we need the hammer, wrench, and white key again. Luckily no key code either. On our right is a office room where you have to do a considerable amount of paperwork if you worked here, but luckily we only have a day off here for reasons. But if we open this door, and we're back right around at the beginning, which is the lobby area. And of course you could go anti-clockwise and you'll be back all the way over here. So you might be wondering, where does Piggy spawn? Well, so yes, Piggy just let themselves in, and is here to bonk us on the head. As well, this is not Piggy, actually, this is Mother. Your mother. And of course, it's the chaser, so they know exactly where you are. And of course, touching them equals death. And with all that, we know how the map is laid out, we know where Piggy spawns, so now let's go straight to the items. And so, the items. In the station, there are 17 items in total. 6 of them are unlocking items, 4 of them are escape items, 2 of them are hybrid items, and finally, 5 items left for miscellaneous. So, out of all the items, we start with the green key, again. The green key has 3 set locations, again, and we use the escape door to show you where the locations are, again. Our first green key location is in between the escape door and the acid pool, which is this room, the storage room. Talking about this room, when the round starts, I recommend going straight for this room, and if you go to the office room, there's a vent here, they can go straight to the storage room, where that green key is located, and also other items if they spawn here. Our second green key location is in the cell room on this table. And our final green key location is across the acid pool and on this shelf. And so where do we use the green key? Well, if we go back to the cell room, tucked in the corner here is the green door, where it's very similar to the green door in the previous map. It's just a simple room with items in it. Now onto the red key, which only has 2 spawn locations, which both are in the cell room, so it's possible you can go for this item first. The first location is on this table, near the doorway where the cafeteria area is, and the second location is in this cell near the green door, and the red door is near the escape door on our right. And inside this room is a main office, probably for the chief inspector or a sheriff, and inside is a yellow safe, so remember that for later. Now let's go over our first hybrid item, the wrench. It has 4 spawn locations. First one is in this cell near the stairs in the shower room. Second location on this bench literally right next to the stairs of the shower room. Third location in the storage room on this shelf. And finally in the green room. So where do we use it? First, the escape door, as we need to unlock the electrical lock and deactivate the laser gate, so you can be able to get upstairs into this room, so we have access to the purple safe and some of the items. That has a chance to spawn here. Now our next item, which is also a hybrid item, is the hammer. It only has 2 locations. First location is in this cell near the green door, and our second location is unlocking the red door, and the hammer is on top of the yellow safe. And so, where do we use the hammer? Well, you can use it at the escape door to break away these boards, and in the cell room, on the catwalk, one of the cells is boarded up, and you can smash open the cell, and there's a chance there might be some items behind it. And so on to the next item, which, first of all, in the sewer room, there's this door over here, and inside is this side room where on the other side is a shelf with some items, depending on how lucky you are. And to get across, we need the plank. The plank has 3 locations. The first location is in the cell room, and inside one of the cells on the catwalk. The second location is in the shower room, and it's just plunked right here. And the final location, deactivate the laser gate, and go upstairs, and the plank is right here near the purple safe. And so with the plank, we can finally get across to the shelf, and we can go ahead and get some items if they spawn here. But also, there's a situation you might have Piggy right on your tail. Luckily, there's a vent here that can be able to escape if you're being chased by Piggy in this type of situation. And so you know what that means, Piggy has to walk all the way across. Nope, they can just walk on the acid and get you anyway. That's if it's a player Piggy. If it's a bot, it will walk all the way across. So talking about that shelf, you can have 2 keys on it, the orange key and the cyan key. Let's talk about the cyan key first. The cyan key has 3 spawn locations. Number 1, well, you're looking right at it. The second location is behind the boarded cell, and finally in the storage room between the escape door and the acid pool. And so where do we use the cyan key? Well, in the cell room and the cafeteria, there are 2 cyan key doors. And you can unlock them like this, and you don't need to go to both, because if one is unlocked, both of them will be unlocked. Behind the cyan door is the outside. You can finally touch grass. Well, no, it's actually a basketball court, but fresh air is fresh air. But in this room, you can be able to get more items if you can't find any. And there is this battery box. Remember this for later. And now onto the orange key. The orange key has 3 locations, just like the cyan key. And our first location is where we need to use the plank, and on the shelf across the acid pool. Our second location is in that storage room between the escape door and the acid pool, and this will be the last time we'll be checking here, so yeah. And finally, the last location is outside on this table on top of this note. And so where do we use this orange key? Well, near the acid pool there's the orange door here, and inside it is this little area here, where on the acid pool there's these crates. If you platform on them and get to the highest one, you'll be able to access the laser gate room and have a little bit of a shortcut. Also, this is a way to escape Piggy if you're being chased, as Piggy cannot crawl, and this is what this room is mostly for. So now, our next item, let's start with the miscellaneous items now. The purple key. The purple key has 3 spawn locations. The first one is behind the green door. The second one is behind the boarded up cell. I wish it didn't took forever to get that one. And the last one is outside on this bench right here. And so, where do we use it? Well, if we go back to the laser gates, of course deactivate it, and there is this purple safe, so we can unlock it and grab the gun. It always spawns here, and we need bullets to be able to fire it at the Piggy. So let's go get them. ammo spawns 3 times every round, and they're scattered around 4 locations. The first one is right next to the purple safe. A second location is right next to the orange door on this bench here. The next location is inside a cell near the green door. And the final ammo location is on top of the yellow safe. And of course, equip the gun, you get ammo. And with the gun, you can shoot Piggy and stun them for about 20 seconds. Just remember, don't miss. And that's all the miscellaneous items done. And finally, let's go unlock the yellow safe. And of course, we need the yellow key. The yellow key has 4 spawn locations. The first one is outside in the corner on this bench. The second location is in this large green container. Our third location is in the green room on the floor. And the final location is behind the laser gate and it's on this bench here. And of course, we can unlock the yellow safe and we can now finally get the white key. It always spawns here. And as we're right here, we can just get rid of the white lock on the escape door. And since we used the wrench and hammer to get rid of the electrical lock and the planks, we can finally escape the station.
Hurry. Find some gas so we can get out of here.
Oh, did you thought it was that simple? Well, sadly, this friend here, called Doggy, needs some gas so we can both escape. Problem, I don't know what gas is, but high chance he means petrol. And so we've basically unlocked everything but one thing, the battery box. And high chance we need some batteries. Batteries can spawn twice per round, but it's scattered around 5 locations. The first location is right here on this shelf where the car is. The second location is over here in the acid pool on this shelf here. Third location in the outside in the large green container. The fourth location is in the green room just right here. And the final location is at the laser gate room on the bench here. And so when you get a battery, go to the battery box and place it. And of course we need 2. And when you get 2 and put them in the battery box, you'll finally unlock this battery box and there is quote-unquote gas in it. And so now you need to run all the way across to the car, use it on the car, and then if you go into the passenger seat, you can finally escape the station. And that is all the items. So now, let's go ahead and do one round on chapter 2, the station. Before we get straight to the gameplay, I should have done this in chapter 1, but the abilities I use for this gameplay is just sprint. And this is what's going to happen for the next videos. Alright, onto the gameplay. Another monster? I need to get to the garage. Anyway, first things first, let's go straight to the storage room and see what items we get. Through the vent and we got the green key and the wrench. At first I thought about the green key, but I picked up the wrench and used it on the escape door. So there's that done already. And since I have the wrench, quickly go ahead and deactivate the laser gate. While that happened, yep, the piggy spawned, and now I got a threat to worry about. But I will say the piggy on this map seems pretty finicky, especially in one area. But I quickly go up to the first floor and picked up the plank that would happen to be there, and I didn't realize how piggy got so close, so I had to quickly walk away. In the sewer area, I had to walk around the acid pool and go straight to the room where we need to use the plank, and of course across it is the cyan key. And then after doing that, Piggy started to approach, and I'll show you how weird this room is. As you can see, Piggy is trying to get me from this side, but if I walk across the acid pool, Piggy starts walking away. And then I tried it again, and I did it too slowly. So that means Piggy is straight on my tail. So I had to quickly run to the escape door, and after slamming this door, I sprinted away. So after escaping, I went straight to the cyan door, and in the basketball court, the green container had a battery, so I decided, hey, I'll just pick that up and put it in the battery box already. So I just need to find one more, and of course I need to unlock the escape door, but that's fine. Find the orange key outside on the table, and then Piggy catched up, and of course I had to run away. Again, remember to slam the door on Piggy, as doing that will slow down Piggy tremendously. And as walking all the way back to the sewer, I don't really need to open the orange door, but I decided to just do it anyway. And maybe an opportunity I can escape Piggy by using the trapdoor. After doing that, I went straight to the cell area, and then I found the red key in the cells. And also, I found the hammer. So I quickly switched my red key for the hammer and decided to use the hammer on the barricaded cell and of course the escape door. Now, remember where the red key is, because I forgot at one point. So I broke the barricaded cell and sadly nothing was in it. And so I have to go through the sewers, and as Piggy's chasing me, here's another example of Piggy being awkward. And to be honest, I did not know this was a thing, and also the main reason why Piggy is not much of a threat in this map until me doing this video. So, after having that realization, broke the 2 boards on the escape door, and now we just need the white key. And so I went to the storage room and grabbed the green key, and so I decided to just go across the orange door and go through the trap door in the laser gate room and go across the cafeteria room. And Piggy just ambushed me, and so I sprinted to the green door, and I realised just the purple key is in there, and so I used that to my advantage. So I picked that up and sprinted all the way across to the first floor. Unlocked the purple safe, grabbed the bullets, happened to be right next to the purple safe, and then told Piggy to eat lead. After doing that, an opportunity arises, and I found out where the second battery and the yellow key was, and so I picked up the battery and unlocked the battery box early, just before the escape door. Once I have done that, I've gone straight to the red door and see if I unlocked it. And then I saw that I didn't unlock it. I kind of had like an uh-oh moment, as I forgot where I put the red key. This is where the magnifying glass skill would have been very useful. So I spent the next 1 minute and 30 seconds finding this red key. So first I checked the first floor, happened to not be there, but that's where the yellow key is. Then I checked the outside, realizing there's really no red key here. I quickly went to the shower room instead of checking the cells, gone through the side room where you placed the plank, and it also wasn't there, and then I checked the storage room, and it's just the hammer inside. I will admit, when all the uses of a certain item is being used, I wish it just despawned. But it only happens in the later chapters. So mostly book 1 has these random items that you've already used, and if playing on multiplayer, you might see some randos realizing that they've already been used and don't know what to do. Cross the acid pool again, and I had a moment with Piggy where Piggy was pretty close. But again, I know some tricks, and I finally checked the cell room, and lo and behold, the red key is there. So I walked quickly as I can to the red door. Unlock it, and now I know where the yellow key is, so go ahead and grab the yellow key. But when I was about to get into the electrical room, Piggy showed her face, and uh-oh. Gone to the other side of the desk, Piggy had a moment, and then I quickly got upstairs to the first floor and grabbed the yellow key. And then I quickly gone to the cell room, then the shower, then the acid pool, got to the yellow safe, and now got the white key, and we can use it on the escape door, and we unlock the garage.
Hurry.
Yeah, we know. So we already have the petrol already unlocked, so we need to go all the way across. So I tried to go through the office room, and Piggy showed her face. It's already terrifying as it is, so I had to go the other way. Then going through the other way, went to the battery box, and finally got the petrol, or gas. Yeah, you call a liquid a gas. Silly Americans. and anyone else who is silly. Anyway, Piggy decided that I was wrong for saying that, and let's get out of here. And put the petrol in the car, and that's how you beat Chapter 2, the station.
You're lucky I showed up on my day off.
And you're lucky I brought gas, doggy.
Tauche, Kano. Man, we seriously need to find out what's going on.
I know, I have started to see these things all over the place.
We need to find out what caused this. You have not lost your past detective skills, have you?
I hope not. I think I could use them better now than ever before.
Hey, Kano?
Yeah? Doggy?
How much gas was in that can you gave?
And there you go. Piggy Chapter 2 complete. It didn't need to take 3 weeks, but I had an April Fool's video planned, and that took a bit. And so with that, as this video is uploaded, there'll be a poll with the next video, which is Combat Initiation, of which weapon tree to go for next. As again, both Piggy and Combat Initiation did draw on the last poll. When that poll ends, I'll go ahead and walk around the clock and have that video released next week. But in the background, I have got big plans, and I'm going to put them to work. But then after the Combat Initiation video is done, we'll go back to normal with a single poll for the next video. And with that, thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed, and bye. Have a great time.